Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball coming up for Jackie Robinson Day. It's the New York Mets taking on the Minnesota Twins. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Chris, today a special day on the Major League Baseball calendar, Jackie Robinson Day. Everyone on the field wearing number 42 to honor Jackie and his breaking of the professional baseball color barrier in 1947 with the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Well, Boog, it's a great day for everyone in terms of just the unity that it helped to bring forth within our country, and a lot of times that's done.
About to get started here, towing the slab in today's game, Bailey Ober. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. It's a bomb. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 1-0.
Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Next offering upstairs. This one in the air. Lewis has this one sized up. Puts it away for the out. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. The pitch. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. And next is the designated hitter, Jeremy Pitts. The 1-1. And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one not close. 2-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And no throw. He's into first easily. Lucas Pitts will hit next. 2 outs.
Oh.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Larnach sizing this one up. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Back in Minnesota. On the hill and coming off a great start, Kodai Senga. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And here is Jose Miranda. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just off the inside corner. It's 2-2. Smoked on the ground a second. Fires over to first. And 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. 2 down, bases empty. And here comes Carlos Correa. Next offering misses down and away. Makes the catch, inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and now Juan Soto. And it's even up.
2 strikes.
And there's the ball.
2 strike.
Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. Devers now. 1 down, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 and 2.
Fouls it off. Still 1 and 2. 1 out, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And that one is off the wall. The throw in. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result.
And now, Francisco Alvarez brings it in. And there's 2 away. Bob Rodriguez up now for the Mets. Next offering is in for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Ball 2.
Close, but called a ball.
2
And
2.
that's ball 2. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Royce Lewis. That one missing inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. Here's a 1-1. Fastball is outside.
2 and 1.
That's down and in.
Full camp.
That one to first. It's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's Byron Buxton. Swing and high fly ball deep left field. And that's a home run into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes, and they add a pair. It's 2-1. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Next offering upstairs. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. This one popped up. Alonso sizes this one up, and there's 2 away. Here's Trevor Larnach.
Well, anytime one of your hitters gets drilled, it catches everyone's attention in the dugout, and you know what? It kind of gets you fired up.
Edouard Julien, the next Twin up to hit. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Larnach off of first with 2 away. Inside. 3-2 now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Back up the middle and a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That ends the inning, and they limit the. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Jesse Pitts. strike two.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the two-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Got him swinging. Here's Pete Alonso. Man at first, one away. Over, picks over, and he's back in safely. On the ground to first, could be two. Fires to second for one. Return throw to first, got him. Double play. As we go to the last of the third. And now for the Twins, Jose Miranda. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Pitts moving under it. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. Here's Carlos Correa. One down, base is empty. The shortstop takes the ball. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because team swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And that one is out of here. His first homer of the year. It's 3-1. One out, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Royce Lewis. That one way outside, 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Rodriguez going back on this one. Up against the wall and brings it in. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Matt Wallner. Hard hit, right side. In plenty of time to first, and that is that. Back at Target Field, on to the fourth. Here's a big power threat, Jeremy Pitts. Missed with a changeup, and a count 2-1.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Lucas Pitts up now for the Mets. Next one misses, and it's 2-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
That's off the inside corner. 3-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2 down, base is empty. Juan Soto now. And that's outside. And a count 2-1. And that misses off the outside edge.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Two down, nobody on. And that's ball 4.
No, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call with pitches near the top of the strike zone.
Man aboard, and here is Devers. Soto off of first with 2 away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Next pitch inside. And the count is even 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That just misses. And the count is filled up.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Buxton moves under it. He's got it. And that'll do it. Back in Minnesota, here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton. This one in the air right field. And a quick out, number 1. Digging in, Ryan Jeffers. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Pitts settles underneath it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. That's out number 2. So digging in, Trevor Larnach. And a base hit right there. And that keeps the inning alive. And now here is Edouard Julien. There's a strike. Good eye in that spot.
What's good pitch there.
2-2.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And now it's filled up. And they'll do it again. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He makes the grab, and the inning is over. Back at the ballpark here on Jackie Robinson Day. And now it's going to be Francisco Alvarez. And a 1-1. And that's fouled off. Singy here on Jackie Robinson Day. What comes to mind?
Courage. I think about what Jackie Robinson had to endure to be a Major League Baseball player, what he had to deal with in society, but also what he had to deal with in his own clubhouses. To be able to go out there and do that day in and day out, man, that just speaks courage to me.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that one cutting but missing down low. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Bob Rodriguez up now for the Mets. Alvarez gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Struck him out swinging. And the runner stays where he is. Back to the top of the Mets order. And now Jesse Pitts. On the ground to third. Dive, and he's got it. To second. Pulls him off the bag. First and second, 1 out. Gunnar Henderson getting ready to hit. Ball to strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it. Now, the next pitch he throws will be pitch number 100 as he tries to battle through a tough situation here in the 5th.
swing and a miss, and he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Now here is Pete Alonso. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. On the ground, right side, down the line, and it's foul. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. In time, the 2-3 strike. And welcome back to the ballpark. This is Willie Castro. Swing and a ground ball. Alonso takes it himself, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. And next for Minnesota, Jose Miranda. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1. Lifted in the air, right center field. Soto gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. So up next for Minnesota, Carlos Correa. Smoked in the left, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now a chance for Royce Lewis. Soto pulls it in on the run. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Danny Coulombe.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Pitch misses. 2-1.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Coulombe checks over to first, and he's back.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap. And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
And the count 1-2. Goes down looking. Now it's Devers at the plate. That one the other way, and foul ball. That's towards center. Buxton moves under it. And there are 2 down. Francisco Alvarez now at the plate. That one hammered, but pulled foul. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 2-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
The 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. swing and a high fly ball to left. Larnach settles under it. Drops into the glove. And that's back now for the bottom of the 6th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Jose Butto.
Just trying to keep this one close here. And this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
The next offering misses. Ball 2. Butto, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Struck him out looking. Byron Buxton, the next to hit. The 1-2. Stays alive. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Ryan Jeffers. Just missed.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Yohan Duran.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Late swing, foul to the left. Towards first, Miranda. And he takes it himself for the out. Jesse Pitts up now for the Mets.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
This one popped up. Miranda. And puts the squeeze on that one. Out number 2. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. The shortstop takes the ball. Fastball for a strike.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Registers the punch out and hits 100. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. A.J. Minter.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. On the ground to the left. Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now at the plate, Edouard Julien. The 1-2. That one hit to right. Soto gets under it. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the flyout with 1 away. Now it's the Twins DH, Willie Castro. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 away with a runner at third. Here the bottom of the 7th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Jose Miranda, the next Twin up to hit. Next offering way upstairs. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Pitts pulls it down, and that. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Justin Topa. He's making his fourth appearance of the season. On the ground, Julian tosses to first, and that takes care of Alonso. Jeremy Pitts up now for the Mets.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And it remains 2-2. The Twins leading by 2, and we're in the top of the eighth. Pitts checks his swing, appeal to third, and he went around according to Patrick Johnson. Now it's the second baseman, Lucas Pitts. On the ground to third. Sends it across to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Sean Reed Foley. He last pitched 2 days ago. Missed with a changeup. 2 balls and a strike.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Zips it across. That takes care of Correa. Royce Lewis will hit next. Going to count 1-2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Slice to right. Soto hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Soto settles under it and makes the catch. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Griffin Jax.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Ripped on the ground to second. Slings to first. They get the out on Soto. He's 2 outs away. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. Just missed. Swings through that one out in front that time. Hammered, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
He was all over that one. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
His club is very happy he's at the plate in this moment. He loves hitting in these high leverage situations.
Got him. And now 2 gone. So they're down to their final out. Now here is Bob Rodriguez. Next offering is in for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
The Mets down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Sciambi. Talk to you soon.